Welcome back. She says she thought she was going to church. Instead, she found herself in immigration custody. The story of a Nigerian Catholic nun detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, commonly known as ICE, has sparked renewed debates over immigration enforcement in the United States. Sister Letitia Ubaja says she was on her way to Sunday Mass, dressed in her religious habits and carrying only a rosary and her mobile phone, when armed immigration officers stopped and detained her. Her case has since drawn national attention and raised fresh questions about how immigration policies are being enforced, particularly for individuals who already have legal protection from deportation. The big question is this: how did a nun with legal protection from removal end up in ICE custody while walking to church?
It was very, very heartbreaking for me. I was told, even when I told him, can I go to Mass? Can I just attend Mass? Can I receive communion? And the answer was no. So I did not do anything else. When I have two men armed, I'm just a small woman, a nun, armless, just with my rosary, my key, and my phone. I am not only the only one. There are many others in this same situation. People who have been given some form of protection under our laws, who have followed every rule asked of them, and who still live with uncertainty about where they might be sent and whether anyone will tell them before it happens. What I am asking is just simple. Before anyone is being taken into custody or being taken anywhere from home, from their parishes, from their places of work, or even walking on the street, just to give them the chance, give them the opportunity so that they can be heard. It is not just a simple request. It is just, I believe, every person in this situation like me deserves to be heard, deserves to be listened to, deserves to be given attention and opportunity, and to give them another chance to say what they have. Thank you.
The incident has become part of a broader conversation about immigration enforcement under President Donald Trump's administration, which has expanded immigration operations across the United States. While supporters argue that stronger enforcement is necessary to uphold immigration laws, critics say cases like these demonstrate the need for greater safeguards to ensure that individuals with lawful protections are not unnecessarily detained. According to reports, Sister Letitia Ubaja spoke publicly for the first time during a press conference at Our Lady of Sorrows Church in McAllen, Texas, nearly a month after the incident. Recalling what happened, the 56-year-old Nigerian nun said she was reflecting on the day's Bible readings while walking to Sunday Mass near the U.S.-Mexico border when two armed ICE officers approached her. She described the experience as confusing and frightening, saying, "Honestly, in that moment, I did not understand what was going on, what was happening to me." She said she never imagined that her journey to worship would end up with her being taken into immigration custody. According to her attorney, Carlos M. Garcia, Sister Ubaja has lived in the United States under legal protection for several years. He explained that an immigration judge ruled in 2019 that she could not be deported to Nigeria because she would likely face torture if returned. Although her asylum application was denied, the judge granted her protection from removal, allowing her to remain legally in the United States. Garcia also said she has consistently complied with immigration requirements and holds legal authorization to work as a nurse, making her detention particularly concerning in the eyes of her legal team. The nun was released several hours after her arrest, but the incident quickly gained widespread attention after officials at Our Lady of Sorrows Church shared details on social media. The publicity prompted concern from community members and eventually attracted the attention of members of the U.S. Congress, who reportedly intervened on her behalf. The case soon became part of a wider national discussion about immigration enforcement and the treatment of individuals who have lawful protection under U.S. immigration law. Speaking at the press conference, Sister Ubaja said she chose to break her silence not only because of what happened to her, but also because she believes many others face similar uncertainty. She explained that there are people who have been granted legal protection, have complied with every immigration requirement, and still live in fear of detention, while expressing gratitude to everyone who supported her following her release. She said remaining silent would ignore the struggles experienced by many immigrants in similar situations. The incident comes at a time when immigration enforcement has become one of the most closely watched issues in American politics. President Donald Trump's administration has prioritized tougher border security and increased immigration enforcement, arguing that stronger measures are necessary to maintain the integrity of the nation's immigration system. Supporters of the policy says immigration authorities have a responsibility to enforce existing laws, while critics argue that enforcement should carefully distinguish between individuals who pose security concerns and those who already have lawful protections recognized by U.S. courts. At the same time, it is important to note that the available reports do not explain why ICE officers detained Sister Ubaja despite her legal protection from removal. Immigration proceedings can involve complex legal classifications, reporting requirements, and administrative procedures that are not always fully reflected in public reports. Without an official explanation from ICE addressing the specific circumstances of this case, questions remain about the reasons for her detention and whether any administrative issues contributed to the incident. Sister Ubaja is expected to report for another scheduled ICE check-in appointment, indicating that her immigration matter has not yet fully been resolved. Her legal team continues to maintain that she has complied with all legal obligations and should not have been detained while traveling to church. The case has become a focal point in the wider debate over immigration enforcement, due process, and the treatment of individuals who have already received legal protection from removal through the U.S. immigration system. Whether Sister Ubaja's experience leads to changes in immigration procedures remains uncertain. What is clear is that her story has resonated with many people both inside and outside the United States. It has prompted renewed discussion about balancing immigration enforcement with legal protections already granted by the courts. As her case continues, many will be watching closely for further responses from immigration authorities, lawmakers, and religious leaders, while the broader national debate over immigration policy continues to unfold. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this report informative, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more news reports. I'm Chidera Isom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next report.